Diksha and I welcome you back to the series on stock market basics. So on this channel, our research team uploads well-researched videos on various contemporary topics related to financial markets and economics. And we have also planned to discuss about basic and important concepts related to share market. So do subscribe to our channel. And today we are going to discuss about what is a bonus issue. In this short video, we will talk about all these pointers that are listed below. What is a bonus share? How is it going to impact the balance sheet of the company? What will be the impact on the market price? Who all are eligible to receive the bonus shares? Its advantages, and at the end, we will visit the BSE's website to understand where can we find the details related to the bonus issue. So yeah, let's get started. So bonus issue is one of the corporate action. Now the immediate question that comes to the mind is, okay, so what is corporate action then? So corporate action is nothing but an event declared by the company or else any kind of a decision taken by the company which is going to impact the equity in some or the other way. I've already made a video on corporate action, so you can have a look at it for better understanding. And now talking about bonus shares. Bonus shares are the additional shares that a company is giving to the existing shareholders, okay, on the basis of the shares owned by them. So first thing is it is given to the existing shareholders, and secondly it is given on a proportionate basis. Now let us try to understand what does this proportionate basis mean. So I'll take you to another PPT which will make this particular thing clear. So here we have one table. So first, in the first row, it is mentioned that the proportion for bonus issue is 1:1. Now this means that if you are holding one share of a particular company, you are getting additional one share. So in our scenario, we have 100 shares before issue. So during the bonus issue, we will get additional 100 shares and it will make total 200. Look at the second example that is given. The proportion is 1:5. So for every 5 shares that you are holding, you will get one additional shares. So if we are holding 100 shares, we are going to get additional 20, which will make it 120. Similarly, in the third example, the proportion decided by the company is 2:1. So if we are holding one share, we are going to get two additional shares for every one share that we are holding. So if you are holding 100 shares, you will get 200 bonus shares and it will make it total 300 post bonus issue. So I think this concept is very much clear as to what is the proportion, how is the proportion decided by the company. So this is how the management decides the proportion for the bonus issue which will be given to the existing shareholders. Now let us come to another important point, that these bonus issues are given to the shareholders without any cost. So the shareholders do not have to incur any cost, they don't have to pay a single rupee. But that doesn't mean that it's for free. Never say that bonus share is something that you're going to get it for free, or don't term it that way. Now why I am saying this, don't term it as free shares, I'll explain to you in the next PPT. This concept will get clear. Now we are going to discuss about the impact of bonus shares on the balance sheet of the company. So here is one hypothetical example that we are going to discuss. It says that the management of the company has declared a bonus of 1:1. So what does this mean? That if a person is holding 50 shares of a company, he or she is going to get additional 50 shares of that company after the bonus issue. And this is the liability side of the company. This is the balance sheet. The liability side is given here, which has shareholders fund. So shareholders fund comprises of share capital and reserves and surplus. Now what is share capital? Share capital is the amount which is invested by the company into the business. So that is face value into total number of shares. Secondly, there is reserves and surplus. Reserves and surplus is nothing but a portion of profit which is kept aside by the company. It is called as reserves and surplus. So even we do it, right? When we get salary or any kind of profit which we are getting, we don't use 100% of it. Some portion of it is kept for some emergency that might come up, or any kind of a future planning or any future goal. So similarly, when a company is keeping their profits aside, then that is called as reserves and surplus. So this is the pre-issue, pre-bonus issue liability side. This is how it looks like. Share capital is 1000, reserves and surplus is 5000. Now this is post-bonus issue. Post bonus issue, see what is happening. The share capital is doubling. So from 1000 it has gone to 2000. Reserves and surplus has reduced by 1000, but at the end of the day your shareholders fund is same, it is 6000 rupees. So what we are understanding is that the bonus shares are issued from where? The simple answer is that they are issued from the reserves and surplus of the company. Look at it, from 5000 it has gone to 4000. And what is reserves and surplus now? Reserves and surplus is the portion of profit which is kept aside by the company in the form of reserves, okay, for any kind of a future plan that they might have or any kind of problems that they might face, they can use it. So they are using the same money to give it to the shareholders in the form of bonus issue. So that is why earlier when I said that you don't have to term it as free shares or something that you're getting for free, this is the reason I said. Why? Because since you are the shareholder of the company, you have 100% right on the profits of the company, right? And since these profits are in the form of reserves and surplus, at the end of the day, you also have your right on this particular thing, which is being issued in the form of bonus issue. Sometimes what company does is the company also gives out dividend. Now when the dividend is declared by the company, what they are doing is they are directly giving away cash. So when the dividend is issued by the company, directly cash is credited into the bank account of the shareholders. But because in this scenario the company is plowing back the reserves and they are going to use it for some kind of a business activity, okay, there might be some expansion plans in the company, because of which they are going to use this additional capital. But instead of giving you the dividend direct cash benefit, they are giving you the bonus issue, because they don't want that money to go out of the business, because when dividend is issued, money is flowing out of the business, cash is going out of the business. So I believe here this particular point is very much clear as to what is the impact of bonus issue in the balance sheet. See, this is how it is going to look like. Secondly, I think that point is also clear in your mind as to it is not for free, it is not something that you're going to get for free. So that is why this PPT, there is no such thing as free lunches. So please mark this thing in your mind. Now we took one hypothetical example, but that is not sufficient. We have to look at one balance sheet at least in order to understand that thing properly. So here we have an example of Jubilant Food. This company had declared a bonus issue of 1:1, okay, in May 2018. So here we have the liability side of the company. Look at this here below, where I have put the box around that particular details. We have equity, share capital and other equity. So in March 2018, the equity share capital was 6,598 lakhs, and it has doubled in March 2019, which is 13,196. So what has happened is the share capital has increased. Okay, it has doubled. Why? Because the bonus issue is 1:1. And we will look at what has happened to other equity as well. Other equity is nothing but reserves and surplus. Okay, so look at this, what has happened to other equity. From the securities premium, this entire thing is your reserves and surplus. Okay, so from the securities premium in 2018, look, it was somewhere around 11,371 lakhs. Now it has reduced to 4,772. So you can see that they have reduced the amount of bonus issue. There is a less issue of bonus shares that is mentioned. So this is what has happened. They have given you that particular bonus shares from the security premium. Now, what is security premium? So, whenever a company is issuing any kind of shares to the public, and when it is above the face value, that is called as premium. So, if the face value is 10 rupees, but the company is issuing that particular share for 100, so 90 rupees is the premium which goes here under securities premium, and the 10 rupees will go under share capital, right? Since it is face value into number of shares, like I already told. So after looking at the Jubilant Food example, I think it is very much clear. What you have to do is you have to go under the balance sheet of the company and have a look at where are these bonus shares issued from, and also check what is the impact. So I think now we can move on to the other pointer. This is the next question. What is the impact on the market price of the share? So what do you think is going to happen? Is it going to increase, decrease, or is it going to remain the same? Just think about it for a while. All right. So now coming back to this PPT, I'll show you one particular chart which will give you the clarification on what happens to the market price. So here we have the chart of Biocon, who had declared a bonus issue of 1:1. So for every 5 shares you're holding, you're going to get 10 shares. And the market price of the share has gone down from 537 pre-issue to 269 post-issue. So what has essentially happened here is the market price has corrected by 50%. It has adjusted itself. So whenever a corporate action is declared by the company, the market price definitely adjusts itself depending on how much the number of shares have increased by. Now see, the market price is not going to remain the same. What if it remains the same? Your market capitalization will double within a day. Does this happen overnight? No. How does the market capitalization or the market price of any company increase? When the company is doing better, when they are giving out good results, when they are performing better, when they are expanding, etc. Because of all those positive things, whatever happens, the demand of that share increases. Because of the demand, that impacts the market price of the share, okay, but not because of any kind of corporate action. So that is why it is adjusted. So whenever you are analyzing any company, just look at the corporate actions that are being done, and accordingly you adjust the price and then analyze. Okay, so this was Biocon for you. Here there is the chart of Infosys. So have a look at it. There are total 4 to 5 bonus issues we can see that they have done over the years. So after every bonus issue, the price has again adjusted. The price has come down. So this is what happens after the bonus issue. The price will adjust itself. Now there is one hypothetical table which will make that point clear. For example, if the proportion of bonus issue is 1:1, what will happen to the market price? From 100 it will come to 50. In the second example, it is 2:1. So for 100, it is coming down to 33.33. And then here under the third example, if you are going to get additional 1 share for every 2 shares that you are holding, your market price will be 66.66. So this is what theoretically it looks like, and similar kind of impact is there on the practical aspect as to actually in the market also this is what happens. But one point to note is that the face value is going to remain the same. So there is one more corporate action called as split. Under split, what is happening is the face value of the company is reduced. So if the company is worth, for example, 1,000 rupees, if the company's one share is worth 1,000 rupees, they are going to split it into 2 shares. So what is happening is from 1,000, its market price will come to 500, and also its face value is going to reduce, but here the face value is not going to reduce. So next question that we also had is who all are eligible to receive this bonus issue. So all the shareholders who are having these shares in their demat account on the record date, they are going to get this shares. Okay, so now record date is actually set by the company so that they can find out who all are eligible, and accordingly they can distribute the bonus issue. And one more point that I wanted to tell you is this is also called as recapitalization of reserves. Earlier we discussed, right, that these shares are given from the reserves and surplus. So it is also termed as that way, recapitalization of reserves. To bonus issue, it is said that way. Now the next and the we are towards the end. So the advantages of the bonus issue, we already discussed about a lot of things. So what is happening is the share you are getting the shares by recapitalization of reserves. So they are going to expand the business, they are going to use it for some kind of business activity. So in the future, if that particular company is going to perform better, you have got more number of shares. So if the company is performing better, that will have the impact on the market price, and eventually your overall portfolio value is going to increase. That's one thing. Secondly, if there is dividend issued, then too you are going to benefit out of it. You are having more number of shares, so according to that math calculation, you will get more dividend as well. So obviously dividend is the discretion of the company, but if they are going to give out something attractive amount of dividend that they are going to get out, then definitely you will benefit out of it. The next important pointer that we are going to talk about is the advantages of bonus issue. So here what happens is you get tax benefits. First of all, you need not pay tax after receiving bonus shares. Secondly, it is beneficial for the long-term investors. So now understand how is it going to be beneficial for the long-term investment or people who want to be invested in that company. So there are this few category of people who are long-term investors who have faith in the management of the company, faith in the company about its business model. They are very confident. So in this scenario, after bonus issue, they have got additional number of shares. That's one thing. So if the company is performing better, suppose supposedly if they have expanded their business operations, they are getting good profit quarter on quarter, year on year. So eventually if the company is declaring dividend, they will also get more dividend. So now that's purely the discretion of the management. But if the company is performing better, then at times they do give out the dividend as well. Okay, so that's one benefit. Secondly, if the company is performing better, that is also going to have the impact on the market price of the share. More people will wish to buy that share, so there will be demand in the market, and that's how the price will increase. So they will also get capital gain out of it. So all in all, it is a good scenario for the particular people who are long-term investors. But also the company has to perform better, okay, because the bottom line is that the company's performance has to be the best. All the various parameters have to be good for them to give the dividend or for the market price to rise. The next is it enhances the liquidity. Now see, what is happening is, we also saw the example that if the bonus is issued, the market price of the company is going to adjust, so it is going to go down. Okay, so one thing is that there are going to be more number of shares in the market because of bonus issue, so there is going to be more and more liquidity. There will be easy buying and selling. Secondly, it will be affordable for the people who couldn't afford it earlier. So for example, if the share is of 1000 rupees, now it is becoming 500 because of 1:1 bonus issue. So people who were earlier very much reluctant to buy the share just because the market price was high, but they wanted to buy it any which way, so now they can do it. They can buy that, shares. So this is all about the advantage. So yeah, let's visit the BSE now. So here we are on the BSE's website, Bombay Stock Exchange website. We have to go under menu, and there is a section called as corporates. You go under corporates, and when you scroll a little below, you will get this option called as corporate action. So we will go under corporate action, and here they have given you all the details related to various corporate actions that keep happening on various, all the companies that are listed on the exchange. So here they are asking you for X date, record date. You can put that, plus from which date to which date you want the corporate action details. So depending on what kind of analysis you are doing, you can put in all such details. If you want only for a particular company, put the security name here or the code, plus the purpose. There are various corporate actions, right? So bonus issue is one of them. We will select bonus issue since we are talking about it. Plus you also get industry specific corporate actions. You can also have a look at which industry has been doing the bonus issue, why are they doing. So there might be some analysis behind that. You can do that too. So you submit it, and you will get all the bonus issue right now. So when we scroll down a little bit, see, you have got the security name, the purpose, plus the purpose, which is going to be bonus issue. Obviously they have given you all the other details too. So this is how you go to BSE's website and fetch the data related to the corporate action. So I think now you are clear as to where you have to find the details. Now at the end, okay, I will not sort of go away just like that after explaining you all the details. What I want you to do is, if you are watching this video until now, then please take up any one corporate action from here, read about it, okay, understand where and how you find it on the BSE. That will also happen. Secondly, look at what has happened to the market price of the company. You go to any website, investing.com or TradingView, you will find the chart. Have a look at the chart, what has happened, okay, pre bonus issue, post bonus issue, what is the price, how has it adjusted. And at the end, go to the balance sheet of the company. Now where you will find the balance sheet is in the, you will also find it on BSE's website, plus you will also find it on the website of that company. So for example, if we are talking about say Reliance, so you go to Reliance Industries website, under investors section, investor relations section, you will get the balance sheet. So have a look at the pre-bonus issue, post-bonus issue balance sheet. So then this concept you will never ever forget. So that's your homework, okay? So if somebody wants to genuinely do it, you can do it. So all right, we will see you for the next video. Until then, subscribe to the channel. We definitely keep coming up with different contemporary topics on financial markets. So if you don't want to miss out on them, do subscribe, and thank you so much.